I just wanted to eat my chicken. Welcome back to another live stream. We've got a PDS tornado warning now. Right after we ended, I didn't even get a step outside my door. So make sure you're in your safe spot. We got a PDS tornado warning now for Waynesboro in eastern Mississippi. Make sure you are in your safe spot. Right back at it again. This will be a very short live stream because we're only going to be here for the PDS. That is it. Due to the obviously this being an urgent stream. Switch over to our main radar. So we now have a PDS warning in effect out here for Waynesboro in eastern Mississippi. Make sure you are in your safe spot. They just issued this PDS tornado warning. So make sure you're in your safe spot once again. It just recently started to get to a darker blue CC. You could see the first moment when it touched down here. That's when we ended our last live stream. And now this has grown to a larger tornado, just barely to the northwest of Waynesboro in southeastern Mississippi. So please be in your safe spot there. Per usual, give me just a couple of seconds to go ahead and set everything up correctly here. As I don't set up my urgent live streams, I just click go live. So there's a few things I need to just fix on the description side of things. Thankfully, I already had a thumbnail. There you go. Alrighty, so once again, we've got a strong tornado ongoing now. Maybe even an intense tornado. Looks like the rotation is probably over 130 miles per hour. I don't know for sure if that is a reflectivity debris ball, but that may actually be a reflectivity debris ball. If it was, it is gone on the next scan, which is good news. But please make sure you are in your safe spot here, Waynesboro in eastern Mississippi. As we talked about in the live stream 5 minutes ago, the northern storm is continuing to weaken towards Butler in western Mississippi. Or rather, this is western Alabama. This is your Alabama-Mississippi border. So there's your strong tornado right there. Strong to an intense tornado ongoing. Just to the northeast of Waynesboro in eastern Mississippi. So please seek shelter. Let me go ahead and quickly... I did forget to tweet about it. I barely even got to step outside my room, dude. And then I came back to this. I walked to my door, walked back, and then saw the radar scan with the tornado ongoing. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna have to go live again. Strong tornado ongoing northwest. Waynesboro, Mississippi. Did I misspell Waynesboro? Nope. There you go. Let me go to the... I don't know if that's my power flashing right there, but that freaked me out like crazy. Let me go over to... which one was it? Jackson's. You can see it with Jackson's radar site as well. So definitely a strong tornado ongoing there. See that dark blue CC drop right there indicates a strong tornado ongoing. This is also lofting debris, already lofting debris, probably over 10,000 feet. So this is an intense tornado. An intense tornado now tracking over portions of just northwest of Waynesboro in southeastern Mississippi. So make sure you're running to your safe spot. Also keep an eye on this one near Selma in, what is this, like south central Alabama. That's rotating quite a bit too. That is the previous storm that we talked about in our last live stream. That should go north of the warm sector and die out. Our next scan should be here in approximately 30 seconds. If not, it may be a little bit on the later side there. A little bit of a late scan, hopefully not. And 5 seconds, hopefully, before the next update. There you go. Still a debris signature. It does look a little bit lighter. Hopefully it stays lighter like that. But just make sure you're in your safe spot. Still a tight area of rotation. We're going to get a new velocity scan at any second. That will come in at any moment there. Also going to really start watching that one. Even though it is almost north of that warm front, it is still rotating. Probably because it is discrete. So that might end up becoming a big issue there. Keep a very close eye on that one in Selma, South Central Alabama. Still a tight area of rotation. You can see it is starting to broaden out, but it is still there. We've still got a good area of rotation. Most likely a tornado still ongoing. So please seek shelter. Again, this is northwest of Waynesboro. North of Waynesboro now. PDS tornado warning in effect for, let's see, how much longer? 30 more minutes. That is a confirmed PDS tornado warning there. That is our second PDS tornado warning of the day. Like I said, it does seem like that velocity is getting more broad here. So hopefully this will not be a long-tracked tornado. Hopefully this is it lifting right now. But either way, it has been quite destructive. Lofting debris potentially as high as 18,000 feet up. Wow, we are very far behind on those scans. We're going to wait for this to say 55. See this number right here? Wait for that to say 55. If that says 55, then it updates. We can see how high that debris was lofted. Yeah, I mean, this says at minimum 13,000 feet, but if you go to the next scan here, you could even see it potentially higher than that. I'd say probably between 13K, 16K. Lofted there. And it does seem like that has lifted, so that is great news. And I hope it stays like that. That couplet on the newest scan is crazy. 101 and 40. 140 plus mile per hour rotation. 4,000 feet up. Gracious day. Wow. That is ridiculous. I really, really hope that it's lifted, because if it hasn't, it's about to go right through a town. That debris signature, though, being a lot lighter is definitely promising in terms of it already have lifted. Still haven't gotten a new scan for that. So there's your debris signature at touchdown right as we ended the live stream. I showed you guys this scan in the background as we were ending our live stream about 10 minutes ago. And then the next scan after that, there was a little debris signature. Then it got bigger, and then it went PDS. That's right when it went PDS, I went live. I did not wait. And thankfully, that debris signature is almost gone now. So hopefully that is the end of our PDS tornado out here in southeastern Mississippi. And we did get that new scan. Take a look at it here. And yeah, you can see the blues. The blues are very well above 10,000 feet easily, with more debris all the way up into 20K. Wow. Definitely an intense tornado. I'm going to take that a little bit better here so I can share it to X really quick. There you go. Take a very large scan of it. So this is where your debris is right there. And of course, tornado is going to loft debris up like this here. So even though this looks very sideways, it's not actually this sideways. That was definitely a really intense tornado right there. Go to your newest scan, and like I said, that is really falling apart. Still a very large area of rotation, so do not let your guard down if you're in that tornado warning. Still seek shelter. It could reproduce. It might actually be trying to recycle right now. You can see that fallout. This is fallout right here from your tornado. That's debris. Basically, the tornado is lifted, no longer picking up debris, but the radar is still scanning debris that is falling down from the tornado. That is, once again, it's already lifted. I want to go back to that cell here. See if it's stronger at all. Nope. It's just had a broad area of rotation. It's been trying to get tighter here, but it's not been able to succeed around us. This is Selma, South Central Alabama. Let's go back over to that PDS warning. I think they've maintained that at PDS. They sure have for 24 more minutes. They are continuing that PDS tornado warning. That velocity, are we using a different radar site? I knew it. There you go. There you go. So still a strong area of rotation there. That is present inside of this PDS tornado warning, so still seek shelter. Let me see how many people we have in this warning. 719 people, 0 schools, 0 hospitals. I mean, we definitely knew this was possible, very obviously. I talked about that a lot in the live stream earlier. About a stronger tornado threat towards the 9 p.m. time frame thanks to your lower level jet. So this does not surprise me at all. And we're going to continue to see an isolated strong tornado like this, where we see potentially a strong area of rotation. It puts down a potentially strong tornado for 10 minutes or so, and then it lifts, and we don't see much from the cell probably again. So that was really the only main area of rotation here. We'll stay live. We'll definitely stay live here for the next 22 minutes to see if we go tornado warningless. We'll just stay live with you guys. Yeah, I'm mad that a tornado touched down. I don't want tornadoes. But I would much rather be here covering a PDS tornado warning than eating. Yeah, it could have been violent if it was more long-tracked. But I don't think it was violent. This thing might be back on the ground. That might be a new debris signature starting up. We'll have to watch that very, very closely. See how the overall CC got more confined. Spectrum width? It's definitely spectrum width there. That might be a new tornado, or potentially the same tornado, just significantly weaker. It's still there. There is still a little signature. So I don't fully know if this is lifted. There's still a little signature there. And you can see the very tight area of rotation. Either way, imminent tornado, if not tornado ongoing in this PDS warning still. Going up towards Matherville. Thank you, Sam, for the $5 donation. It's greatly appreciated. Let me go up to here. The SPC did just cancel the first. I think they canceled the. Yep, first tornado watch completely canceled here. Look at that. Completely canceled that tornado watch. So we're left with just this tornado watch now. I'm going to watch that CC very closely because this may not be done. This might still be on the ground. If it is, it's primarily a tree ripper right now. Do I have the Montgomery? Or no, this was Birmingham. I can't see that cell there. Still 2 broad areas of rotation out here near Burnsville and Tyler. That's like right on the warm front, so I don't know if that's going to be able to produce. It might not have enough instability to produce a tornado. Yep, see, it's still there. But that has stayed still. I wonder, that actually might be hail contamination. On that newest scan, it might be hail contamination. Unless your velocities completely stall out here. See if your velocities move. Oh, well. They did not move much, but they did move. So I don't think that is a debris signature. At least on the newest scan, I don't believe so. What that probably is, it's probably hail in this area being scanned and kind of duplicated in a way to where it's a hail spike. Because you can see it's a hail spike up here, right? Very obvious hail spike here. So probably a hail spike with that signature as well. Ooh. Ooh, I take that back. That is not a hail spike to the north. That is actually debris that the tornado has picked up and lofted to the north of the circulation. This is fallout up here. This is debris fallout. You can clearly see when the tornado touched down, nothing north. Next scan, a little debris. Next scan, more. Next scan, more. Next scan. As the tornado weakens, a lot more. Tornado likely lifts at this point, and it gets
Tornado
significantly
warning for
larger.
Southwestern Choctaw County in southwestern Alabama, Choctaw County in Alabama.
It's an extension. Observed tornado warning. I cannot say I'm too surprised with that, because you never know. It might still be a weak tornado ongoing. But that was definitely, that was debris fallout right here. This is debris fallout. I don't believe that's a hail spike. Because you can see if we go all the way back here, there's barely any pink here. So likely no hail to be spiked in that area and duplicated. So that was probably a bunch of debris being lofted northward. So basically, if you don't know how that works, so the area of rotation is like this. Winds away, winds towards the radar. Once a tornado continues to spin here and then it begins to lift, the outbound and inbound winds can still carry that area of debris, and they can loft it into the base of the supercell. We've seen that with more commonly violent tornadoes. And you can see that here, very evident right in that area. So it would not shock me if that is fallout. Now, if that doesn't disappear within the next 10 minutes, then we can definitely say I was wrong. But I doubt that's a hail spike with such a... Yeah, look at it. See it? Look. It's here too. It's here too, where you are scanning directly at that, quote, hail spike. From your radar site in Jackson, Mississippi. That is debris. That is not a hail spike. You can see the tornado touches down and it begins right there. So that is debris from the tornado lifting and the area of rotation lofting debris into the base of the supercell, if not behind the supercell. Like I said, commonly seen with intense to violent tornadoes. So it picked up a lot of something. Specifically in this area here, it picked up a lot of probably trees. This is where it picked up its most debris, right in this area here. Most likely it picked up a bunch of trees. Yeah, we went live again, Caleb, because it went PDS. This remains for another hour. Unless there's a signature of it re-intensifying, we most likely won't be live for an entire more hour here. Let's see. Chaser actually got a video of power flashes here. I wonder if we can see the actual huge tornado. Probably pretty huge tornado. I can't tell. It's too difficult to tell. I wouldn't fully count this out as not on the ground still. We still got a little air of rotation here with the a signature of CC. I don't think you can call it a debris signature, but I wouldn't fully count that out as a tornado still ongoing, very close to Marthersville. Let's see. I don't know how long this threat's going to continue out here, because my main question is that warm sector. That warm sector and the warm front doesn't seem to be very far north. Yeah, I ended the live stream and a PDS tornado warning was issued. I literally was not live for an entire 2 minutes. I got a 2-minute break. I was able to go towards my door, and then I got back to my computer and went live. We're going to continue to see on every scan if this is intensifying at all. Now that would be... Oh my goodness, that's so difficult to tell. If it is on the ground, it's not strong. It's not a strong tornado if it is on the ground. And it's not evident just yet from the Jackson radar site, so it's definitely not a strong tornado, if it is a tornado. But you can see your area of broad circulation here with a small signature of CC. I cannot say if that's tornado or not. Regardless, there's a PDS warning than an observed warning, so you need to be in your safe spot. You could still see all that tree fallout up here. All of that tree fallout from the previous intense tornado that warranted us to go live here. All that fallout is still occurring. So make sure you're still in your safe spot if you're in the tornado warned areas. That's the purple and the blue box. Purple box is a PDS tornado warning. Blue box is a confirmed tornado warning. Let's go back here. I can't tell if it hit any homes. Just because the generalized CC went over houses doesn't mean that it actually hit the houses. It's not often that your CC is... it's not often that your tornado is as wide as your CC. But most likely this was still a large and strong tornado here. I really don't see like a bunch of homes in the path. I do see some few paths that may lead to some homes, but I don't see like a full residential zone. Kaden, no channel names. Come on, buddy. I've seen his video, but I don't see any evidence of a wedge. I just see a power flash with clouds. I don't see anything with the power flashes, man. I see nothing. See if this is... Okay, that is definitely died out on the Jackson radar side. What about the Mobile? Oh, this is the Mobile. My bad. So Birmingham. Still not seeing much rotation with that storm from the Birmingham radar site. West of Montgomery, which is good. This is from the Jackson radar site. That's way too far now. We really got to just primarily be using the Mobile radar site here. Hello, Brooklyn. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to go over here. There we go. We did get a new meso analysis. Might as well look at that. Okay. We got some prefrontals starting up near Jackson in southwestern Alabama. Not as much mid-level dry air, but still enough to where I think those prefrontals are just not going to be able to form and sustain that well. Here's the newest HRRR. You can still see we're going to have the threat for an isolated strong tornado for the rest of the night. Especially around and south of the Birmingham Metro, especially south of the Birmingham Metro. Very isolated strong tornado will be possible. It doesn't get those prefrontals ever going. They really don't get going, which I do not disagree with. PDS warning expires in 7 minutes. We will be live until that completely expires. Same goes for the tornado warning way up here near Myrtlewood. PDS warning just expired. We are down to a confirmed tornado warning. We may see an extension to this tornado warning here near Myrtlewood because that is still rotating. It's hard to tell how much it's rotating, but it looks to still be rotating there. This big beast of a supercell northwest of Montgomery still looks to be well north of that warm front. So I don't think that's going to be a big tornado threat. The main tornado threat will come further to the south out of primarily these storms here in this area. Primarily on the northern edge of this line. But even then, I'm not too sure we're going to be able to see enough reorganization for a strong tornado tonight. Oops. Oops. Okay. So we're down to a confirmed tornado warning now. Like I said, we're really just waiting for that other tornado warning to expire. And to see if this tries to reorganize over the next few minutes or not. People are really starting to point out that storm in central Mississippi, central Alabama. It might actually be able to do it with like near zero instability. It might actually be able to do it. It's been just really, it's been trying for a long time, like the last hour, ever since it produced that PDS tornado warning well over an hour and a half ago. But it's been north of the warm front, which allowed for it to have such minimal instability. But now we've got a good lower level jet going. So that will help it start rotating, but it still has such minimal instability. It does have 500 mixed layer cape, but surface base cape is at 0. And it has a good, really good hodograph. Especially thanks to that 45 knot 0 to 1 kilometer shear. That probably is going to be a storm that makes us extend this urgent stream. Still a confirmed tornado warning out here in Gilbertown now. Well, wow, I just spoke that into existence. Now it's down to radar indicated. This one up here expires in 4 minutes. That radar indicated one expires in 49 minutes. So I think our next storm to watch is going to end up being this one here. It's been trying to organize for a while, and it hasn't really gotten close to producing a tornado. It really hasn't gotten that strong gate-to-gate wind or gate-to-gate velocity over the last hour and a half or so. Okay. Sorry, I was checking something real quick. Let me look at ZDR. Yeah, you could see at least a bit of an established supercell here. More so back out in this area. So your supercell is like this. And if we do get a tornado, it would definitely come from somewhere on that southern side down in here. Where that hook is attempting to form. Alright, we're now down to just 2 radar indicated tornado warnings. I would end in literally 1 minute. But I have a feeling... we're down to 1 tornado warning, no severes now. I have a feeling right when I end, this thing's going to try something. So we'll give it some more time. We'll see if it ends up trying to produce. It is mainly north of that warm front. It is north of the best instability. However, it is in almost the best lower level jet. The HRRR, I don't think has this becoming a tornado producer. It has it dying out in the next hour. No more hook echo, but you still got a bit of a notch here, so you easily could see a hook try to notch out here over the next couple minutes. We'll give it a few more scans, then we'll end, and then it will probably go tornado warned, and then it will probably end up PDS, then we'll be live again. I hope not. I hope it will just continue this more messy look to it. I mean, you can clearly tell there's a supercell embedded in here. Very, very clearly. It's just not organizing a lot on that southern side, probably due to the mergers, if I had to guess. Little area of rotation still trying to form out here near Toxie. That is in west central Alabama. There ain't no CC drop here. I don't even think that's a hail spike. That's just some contamination. I don't know about that. I don't think storms are going to be able to ride the warm front that much today. They really haven't at all. And it's not on the warm front. It's well north. It's well north of the warm front. I wouldn't be too shocked to see a tornado warning come out for this. Just in case it ends up really getting its act together. It seems to be kind of on and off every scan. Every scan it seems to get an area of rotation, die out, get an area of rotation, die out. And that's what it's been doing for like literally the last hour, if not more. There has been some consistency on an area of rotation further to the south here. You could track that to generally this area. But it's still, I mean, it's right inside that contamination beam, whatever that may be. My guess is there's a bit of hail up here. Or something around those realms. Now that's just contaminated to death. But you can see a better clear slot trying to form out here. So it's going to be capable of attempting to produce a tornado. I just don't really feel like it's going to be able to, though, because of it being north of that warm front. But who knows? It just might be able to. If it can really get an area of rotation going and kind of get a little bit away from those cell mergers, I think it could do it. We are now officially tornado warning lists and severe thunderstorm warning lists for the first time in about 9 hours. Well, no, let me think about this. About 8 hours. About 7.5, 8 hours. We are finally without any severe or tornado warnings. And I was live to see it. Even though we wouldn't have been if we didn't get that PDS tornado warning. Because we ended our stream for a whole 2 minutes and then we had one immediately go PDS. I'm sure there has, Rockets. I'm sure there has been. It's just probably not that common. I haven't done a lot of research on it. A lot of the times it's storms that ride the warm front or go south. / stay south. We'll give this a little bit more time. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, share the channel with family, friends, social media. I'm sure you're already subscribed to the channel if you're watching this stream, because it is an urgent live stream, so I didn't give a heads up. We will still be live for just a few more minutes. I don't think I'm going to stay live much longer. I mean, I feel like this storm's probably going to go tornado warned out here in central Alabama towards Montgomery. Probably directly right after I end the stream. Because you can still see, look at it. It's trying to get a hook right here. It is definitely trying to hook. We'll see. Let's go ahead and actually quickly check here. This is your meso analysis. Change the sector to the southeastern U.S. Radar. So that's our big supercell right there near Montgomery, Alabama. We took a sounding right in front of that. And we go to our SCUT. Alright, so from what I can tell there, that's a little bit in front of it. You can still see a little bit of dry air in the mid-levels, per usual. However, since it's already an established supercell, I don't think that matters a whole lot. If it was a mini supercell, that would be the complete difference between this sustaining and completely dying out. But if you look at the lower levels, it looks like this is... it looks like it's pretty stable towards the lower levels. And that's also evident if we go here to your point values. You can see 0. 0 in the values there. So I don't think we have like pretty much any instability in the very lower levels. However, we may be able to get more instability, and we do have more instability towards the mid-level levels and upper levels. So this area here has instability. A little bit of a dry air issue, specifically around that 500 millibar. And then towards the very surface, it is more stable. Which is probably thanks to that warm front. If we take a look here at generally your, let's see. I can't really tell exactly where that warm front is. There's your observation. So you can generally tell your warm front's going to be around cold front and then warm front around there. That's a very, very, very rough estimate. A very rough estimate. A little bit more east into Florida. But it's pretty far south of Montgomery, right? Pretty far south of Montgomery. Well, I think we're just going to go ahead and end, honestly. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this urgent coverage. We're just going to go ahead and conclude whilst there's no tornado warnings and no severe warnings. I don't think I'll be back tonight. I gotta eat, man. I gotta go eat. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this entire almost 9 hours worth of coverage today. This urgent coverage was initiated due to a PDS tornado warning that ended up dropping an intense tornado northwest of Waynesboro in southeastern Mississippi. It was then extended slightly for the potential of a tornado near Montgomery, but that doesn't seem to have verified, so we are concluding just 15 minutes later than normal. And yeah, that's going to be it. We are without any tornado warnings, without any severe warnings. Our first tornado watch expired. And I hope you guys enjoyed the 8 hours and 45-minute coverage that we did today with a very brief 2-minute break because we ended the stream due to inactivity, but then we got the PDS warning right after that. But anyways, thank you much for on chat. I'll see you guys maybe Saturday. I'm not too sure still. And just keep an eye on those community posts for any updates I may be able to provide. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, watch severe weather. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night.